And welcome to the instructional video for the snow leopard build. What we're going to do today is we're going to talk about what we've got going on here, some changes that we've made with our builds since the last one that's like this. Again, this is another unit that has micro CCD cameras for each eye, an IR illuminator, and in this case, we've got moving ears, which is a servo control ear with an acoustic sensor on it. We also have our controls here as well. But we're getting a little bit ahead of ourselves. What we're going to do is we're going to walk through each part of the system, how it works, the switches and equipment that are associated with it, and how it needs to be recharged and how it needs to be set up. Now, originally, both the IR and camera, which are both the most current hungry devices in the system, were powered by and are powered by a 8-cell nickel metal hydride pack, 2700 milliamp hours. These batteries are in this pack now. Previously, the system had this pack attached in a bag to the back of the mask. One of the things that occurred to me, and when we were doing some testing with my own personal mask, was it was getting a little bit too heavy. I mean, we keep adding more and more equipment, we keep adding more and more effects with the mask, and we have to power it. And powering it means batteries, and batteries are heavy. So in this case, instead of having this battery pack attached to a bag in the back, this battery pack is now on an extended cable with its controls in a hip bag that will sit in the middle of the lower back. In other words, this will be worn around the waist, and this will be in the middle of the lower back with more than a long enough cable to support it. Now, again, this is fairly straightforward. I try to make things as straightforward as possible. IR is for the IR illuminator, and CAM is for the cameras, which are the camera eyes. Alright, now again, these are just simply 2700 milliamp hour nickel metal hydride cells, 8 of them, AA size. So when you get this system, you'll be getting 2 chargers. Now the chargers will take about 6 to 8 hours to charge these fully up from dead. You'll probably never even see fully dead unless you're going to be wearing the mask for like 12.5 hours or something ridiculous like that. With the IR illuminator on, however, constantly you get about 6 hours of run time per the total system. Now, again, since these are your standard AA cells, you can always go ahead and get yourself 8 more cells and simply have them on a rotation to swap them out as per needed. Now I'm going to go ahead and flip on the IR illuminator here real quick. You might see a little purple light that is located right there. Now, that might not look like very much right at the moment, but trust me, in the infrared it is quite bright, in the order of about 3 watts. And since the CCDs in the eyes are IR sensitive, they don't have any IR filtration, that does a really good job for illuminating night vision. Alrighty, so that starts with the infrared and the camera driver, basically the power for that. Again, that simply zips up. This will sit probably just a little bit above your middle back. You'll actually be able to feel, since these lettering is all recessed, which one's which, so you can switch it on and off. Just reach behind you. Alright. Now, as I said, these ears are the servo-controlled animatronic ears. We have our typical pack that we have developed over a period of time. You've probably seen the same system on quite a number of my other ones. So you pretty much know what to expect here. Our power switch is right here. And as you can see, the mask is going to go through a full cycle and rest. Now, this unit is run by 4 AAA batteries. Very simple. 4 AAA batteries. Recommend alkalines always for this system, because this is a little bit of a current draw, but once it's quiet, once it's settled in, and the motor's not buzzing, it's using almost no current really. Again, our power switch is right there. Now we'll go through a full cycle again. Now then, the controller itself, as you can see, we have a long ribbon cable available. There are 2 buttons on this that are going to give you certain controls. You have to excuse, he's going to twitch a little bit because we do have the acoustic sensor, and I'll show that next. But you do have 2 buttons, namely this one and this one. This one will have the ears go through a full cycle, and the second button just simply has them fold back and return. Okay, you have more than enough cable here with this that you'll be able to string this down an arm, maybe into a paw, or whatever portions of your costume that you want to use it. The top button, when you ship this, is going to be blocked off. This is a program button. You will probably never need to touch this ever again. So I'm going to block it off so it can't be accidentally hit. If you do accidentally hit it for whatever reason, just turn the system off and back on again. You probably wouldn't have changed anything. So there we go with that. Oh, let me show you the acoustic portion. Hey! There you go. The microphone in this case is in the right ear, right about there. Alright, moving right along, we'll go ahead and power this off. We're going to talk about the display system on the inside. This is 2 micro TFT displays. These were previously used for video glasses. They've been heavily modified and heavily hacked, I guess you could say. Which means that they're driven by 2 units, one for the left eye, one for the right eye. Now, in this case, you get between 4 and 6 hours of run time per full charge on this. The charging is pretty flexible overall. You'll be getting 2 cables, which are actually USB cables. Quite simply, the unit plugs in here, and then you can plug this into any USB device that has power that will charge them. It takes about 2 hours to charge them up from completely dead. When the units are on, you'll get a blue light that indicates that the systems are running. If you don't get a blue light, then they're probably dead. Also, they do have a charge LED that will be red. It'll let you know that they're charging. As soon as the red light goes off, they're done charging. I'll be including one of these with it, which is a simple USB to wall adapter. Again, it takes about 2 hours per. You can use an iPod adapter, charge plug, or anything like that that normally charges USB devices. Very, very straightforward. Everything goes into this pocket in the back here. That's sewn to the back of the mask. Alright, so that takes care of that. Now both units have to be on for the displays to work. One of them drives both display backlights, so you can actually be able to see the images that are being projected on the micro TFT displays. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and turn the mask inside out a little bit here so you can see inside. I want to talk about a couple other things that are going on. Now then, let me go ahead and zoom in just a little bit so you can see this a little bit better. And I'll move. You can actually just see the displays. So we've got the mask upside down right at the moment. The display unit is removable. In other words, if you reach in here, you'll find that the whole system simply slides out. Then you undo this particular piece of Velcro right here, and this piece of Velcro, and the system comes out. On this side is your left and right eye plug units, which are original to the display system. That unplugs. What this is allowing you to do is be able to take out the entire display system if you don't want to use it, and look out of the tear ducts on the eyes if you just want to wear the mask per normal. So you have the option. You forgot to charge a battery pack, or you just simply want to use whatever normal vision that's in the mask, you can now just simply remove this and you're good to go. The cameras are not removable. They're actually part of the eyes, they're actually part of the mask, and they're actually aligned so the parallax and everything is adjusted properly. So this goes back into here, like so. And what you'll notice is that we've got a channel all the way in here that supports the cabling for the display unit. Lastly, we have your lower jaw, which is a fully movable, functioning lower jaw. Now, one of the problems that you may run into is the fact that we haven't cut this thing out yet. And the reason we haven't cut it out yet is because this has got to be fit for your face. We're going to leave this thing uncut. I'm going to include some felt, a razor knife, and instructions. I'm going to go ahead and mark some areas out where and how you should wear this. So what I'm going to say, when you first get the mask, you're going to be adjusting the headband, which is fully adjustable. Let me back this out a little bit. The headband on this is fully adjustable. And what you're going to do is you're going to be removing material in a cup-shaped form so it fits your lower jaw. So your jaw will rest right on this. So every time you move your jaw, the mouth will move. It also might be a little bit long. If you find that this is too long, you can cut it down this way and remove material that way. After it's all said and done, you simply lay down the felt with some hot glue, and you're all set. I would probably say get the mask to fit on first. The jaw is going to be open, okay, because of course this is uncut. Then start removing material a little bit at a time, putting the mask on and off, making sure the mask is comfortable for you. And at that point, when you get to a point where the mask's jaw is just slightly ajar, just a little bit, so it's resting up against your chin, that's going to give you your best response in the end once the moving jaw is all set up. Again, make sure that you're comfortable, make sure that you have the headband set to where you're going to have it before you do any other adjustments. Again, this is going to be, the jaw is going to be stuck open because it's uncut, but make sure that your forehead, your face, and everything is fitting into the mask properly, that you can see into the display properly, and you should be good to go. After you get that done, again, remove material until you've got the jaw just a tiny bit open, and it should be extremely reactive and it should talk normally. Hi there. There we are. So I hope this is helpful. If you have any other questions, feel free to contact me anytime. And there we are. We now have our fully functional snow leopard with moving ears and video display eyes. Have a nice day.